Good morning, everybody. Today, the main thing we have to get done is our TELPAS writing assignment, and so that's the thing we're going to start with today. After we start that, or after we finish that, rather, then you're going to be able to continue working on the food web activity that we started yesterday. And then after everybody's done, we'll actually break into small groups to do the next couple of parts of that. So let me show you how the TELPAS assignment is going to work, because you have two different options on the way that you can complete this, depending on whether you would rather handwrite it on a piece of paper or whether you would rather do it on a typing version instead. It's completely up to you. I don't mind either way. For some of you, it may be easier to do it on paper, and some of you it may be easier to do it on the Jamboard. The Jamboard is the only digital version that the state of Texas is allowing for this particular thing, and so that's why we have to use that. And I know we haven't really used it in class much, but you may have seen it in some of your other classes already. So that is an acceptable way to do it. And I will show you how to turn in the other if you choose to write it on paper by hand instead in just a second. So basically, what you're going to write about, you can choose your favorite topic in science, whatever it is. Does not matter to me. It can be from last year. It can be from this year. Your favorite topic in science, but you need to be able to write a page about it. So it needs to be something that you can write several details about, so something that you know a lot about. So if it's your favorite topic, but you think, oh, you know what, I don't know very many details about it, I'm not sure I could write a page about it, maybe choose a different topic. Maybe choose something that it may not be your favorite, but you know you could write more details on it. Because you do need to write about a page and describe as much as you can in detail. The more details you can get, the better. You do need to write using your best writing style, so try to make sure you remember capitalization, punctuation, and correct language or grammar. Don't throw the yo and you know and BTW and text style stuff in there. So this is where it talks about which way you want to do it. So you can type it on Jamboard and turn it in that way, or you may write it out on paper, take a picture, and submit it here. So if you do write it on Jamboard, obviously we all know that writing or typing it is going to end up looking shorter than writing it. So no, you don't have to fill a page. So I took a picture. If you look on Jamboard, if you wrote this out on paper, this would be about a page long. So if you're typing it in Jamboard and it looks this long, that would be a full page. So this is about how many typed lines it needs to be. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines in Jamboard is about a full page handwritten. So shoot for that length or a little bit longer. And so keep that in mind. When you're working in Jamboard, there have been a few people that when they go to turn it in, it didn't save before they turned it in. It should save automatically when you're working on it. You want to make sure you fill in your name, your ID number, the date, and my name here, and just start typing when you get down here. Replace that, but the box will get longer as you go, and it should save as you work, but you might want to wait just a minute when you finish, and then maybe actually click out of the box when you finish, and then wait a few, like 30 seconds or so, before you go ahead and close out of that. But what I would also recommend, just to make sure before you finish, is come back in here and highlight everything that you typed, and then do Control-C to copy it. That way you have it on your clipboard, so that if you come in and you click Turn In, and then you check with me and I open it and it's blank, we can go in and unsubmit it. We can paste it back in there. So just copy it so it's on your clipboard, go ahead and turn it in. We'll make sure that it's still there, and then you can paste it back in if for some reason it didn't save. It hasn't happened to too many people yet, but I have heard a few people that it just wasn't there when they finished. So if you do it on Jamboard, it should work fine, but that's a way around it just in case, so that we can check and make sure that it's still there, and you don't lose what you wrote. If you choose to write it out on paper, make sure that you still include those different things. You need to have your name, your ID, the date, and my name. And then when you get ready to submit it, you're going to take a picture of it. Make sure you get everything in the picture, and it turns out to be a clear picture. And then the only way I can get this to show up is to go out to one of the courses I'm enrolled in. When you go out, you're going to click the Add or Create button, and you're going to add the picture. I will tell you, this is a whole lot easier if you do it from the Google Classroom app on your phone, if you have it, because you can take the picture of your paper with your phone, and then you can add it directly to that app from your picture. And so it's a whole lot easier. It's not super difficult to add it from your computer. It's just a little bit more difficult to get the picture just right, and then navigate to the picture on your computer. So it's not difficult. It's just way easier if you have the app on your phone, but you can absolutely do it from your computer as well. So, but that's how you would do it. If you handwrite it, you would click Add or Create here. And after you click Add or Create, then you're going to have to have saved the pictures somewhere. Probably it'll go into a file, and you're going to have to find where your file saved. Probably it's going to save in your camera roll, which this computer doesn't actually have a camera roll, but you're going to have to navigate to wherever it saved, pictures or camera roll or whatever. Oh, I do have a camera roll for some reason. I don't know why. Because of my webcam that's plugged in now. But you have to navigate to where it is and then add that picture. And so that's how you would do it if you take a picture. Once all of our TELPAS is done, then we'll come back and we'll continue working on the food web activity. And we won't have a ton. Oops. Oh, that's going to give me the wrong one. I should have gone into a different... I had it open in a different class, and I changed the way for the afternoon classes, but y'all already had it open. And so, so yesterday we did slides 2 and 3. We're going to look again at slides 4 and then slides 5 today. Maybe if we have time. We may not have time to get through 4 and 5. We're not going to look at slides 6, 7, 8 until tomorrow, and those will be with groups. And if we don't get to 4 and 5 all the way through today, then we can finish those up tomorrow as well when we're working with our groups tomorrow. So that's just kind of the idea today, is to go through those things as we're with whatever time we have left over after you do the TELPAS writing. So if you have any questions, be sure to ask in class, and we'll get those taken care of. So I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will see you soon.